Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, people, make sure that you lot are subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you're following all the man them. Make sure that you're subscribing to Jules as well. Out of everyone here is the only other guy that's got a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I see him stressed. I keep seeing this guy stressed everywhere on TikTok. Do-Rag Diaries, Conor Gallagher has signed for Spurs. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about that today. Because I feel like Jules feels like how Tobes feels. Me and Tobes have been talking about Gallagher in the group, and yeah, it seems like Jules and Toby are not happy about it, but there's a lot of Spurs fans that are doing the copium thing because he's apparently better than Bentancur and that. So we'll talk about that more. Obviously we'll talk about Wirtz. It seems like Wirtz has started to pick up a little bit of form. You know, he's putting some GNA on the board and whatnot. So we'll talk about that. And don't worry, people, Jermaine is in the office at the minute, but he'll be here in a second. And then we'll talk about last night in a bit more detail. Romz has got to go a little bit earlier, so we'll start off with Liverpool today. But as always, big up the chat every single time. I can see you lot of that in here already. You've got man like Pear, big up Pear every single time. You've got HM as well. Says big up Don, Romz and George, big up, man. You got Tay Tay. It says W panel, big up my bro. Who else have you got in here? Cole Palmer, big up Cole. You got CFC Gamer.
Why's he running, Don? Why is he running?
Don't worry, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that, man, because part of today is can Chelsea turn the tie at the Emirates? And Palmer has never been at the Emirates, bro. It's bare weird. It's bare weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Jermaine on his high horse. Yeah, Jermaine's always on his high horse, man. All season, this guy's been just gallivanting, you know, saying my team's too good. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna beat it. We're gonna win we're gonna win it all. Quadruple. We're gonna win it all, bro. You know what I mean? But before we even start off the show, people, make sure that you lot are checking out the sponsor, Jersey FC Soccer Shop, right? For 20% off Don CFC at checkout, people. They actually sent me a top here as well, people. So if you guys can see, this is the Real Madrid top, yeah? Romz, I don't know what season is this? You said it's the Benzema.
I can't remember, but they won the champs in that season. I think it was 2016 to 17, I think. But they won the champs that year.
But yeah, no, it's nice, man. I like it. It's nice. They also sent me this one as well, people. This is the PSG kit. I think it's when my like Poch was over there. You know what I'm saying? So good quality. You know what I mean? Even this one, it feels nice, man. You know what I'm saying? People,
serious, like you can see the silk shining in that, fam.
Bro, the quality is good, man. I'll be real. The quality is good, bro. They sent me a Chelsea top as well, yeah. But Jules, I need to fix the neck because the neck's bare like. Big, you know, it's bare boxed. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get it tailored.
You showed me that time when I was with you, innit? And it was just bad big. Yeah.
But I can't lie, that one's there, man. HM says wearing rival kits is an L, bro. Don't worry, I've got my Chelsea top here. I'm about to put it on in a second, yeah. But I have to promote. You know, the sponsors are showing love, so I've got to promote. You know what I mean? But let's get straight into it, man. Let me come straight to you, Romz. Obviously, you was in Liverpool the other day. You decided last minute to go up there, innit?
Look, bro, like early hours of the morning, someone shouted me saying hospitality ticket. I was like, I'm there. I'm there. So, yeah.
Okay, no, bro. How much did you pay?
Not that much. For hospitality, not that much. Like 80? So
Romz is always in hospitality, you know, and he always like, it's not that much. Every other week I'm seeing him in hospitality.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Look, all this season I've been in normal seats. This season is the first time I've been in hospitality. Last season I was living good, but this year's first time in hospitality still. I like to sing in it. You lot will know, like in Chelsea and at Spurs, hospitality area, everyone's quiet and that. I like to be in a cop singing. Do you get? So
you shout in hospitality area, you're looking like a madman. If you're
exactly,
out there,
and it's like
you look crazy.
You look mad. It's like I'm supporting my team. Like, how are you looking at me, mad? So yeah, I wouldn't do it often. It's more pricey, plus you don't get the real experience. But because it was a cup game, I think for most of our clubs, cup games, hospitality is quite cheap. Like you normally get it for like a normal ticket price.
No, I respect it though, man. I can't lie because boy, Jules, me and you, yeah, we support London clubs, innit? And like our clubs around the corner from us. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Romz, bro, man's going what 5-hour journey and that year to go watch FA Cup.
Do you know what? You had my head hot, though. I had to air you when you were like, you know, when we drew against Leeds. By the way, we're gonna get on to Wirtz. That's probably Wirtz's worst game in like recent games, yeah. But you like, what do you say? Damn, boy, all that way for a bad performance, bro. I wanted to call you all sorts of madness, bro. But yeah, bro.
Nah, that was dark, man. I'm telling you. You see them trips when you go far, Romz, yeah? I can't lie, bro. Every time I've been up north, Leeds this season, we've lost. Man United this season, we've lost.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not going up there for a minute. I can't lie. I'm not going up there for a minute, man. But how have you felt about like Liverpool recently since we last spoke, man? Because like you haven't really been losing games, but you're still kind of in this rut where you're not playing well. Obviously, Wirtz has started to pick it up a little bit. You've gone above Chelsea now. You know, obviously we've got one win in 9, so that's what happens, bro. You know, how are you feeling about you, man, right now? And just with Wirtz, do you feel like Wirtz has finally come alive, bro?
Do you know what is with Wirtz? Yeah, I'll say off the bat. Obviously, us 3 do midday live, so people have heard my views often. This season, off the bat, has been underwhelming. Right? We know for the price tag he came in, for all of that, the hype he came in for, he's been underwhelming. But what I would say is since the West Ham game, I think it was late November, he's actually played well. The reason why I think he's getting more praise from rival fans now is because the GA's with the performances. Like I just alluded to, the Leeds game I was at, he stunk. I think he got hooked early as well. The Leeds game, he stunk on New Year's Day. But since that West Ham game when Isaac scored, I think end of November, for the past 5-6 weeks, he's played well. You saw the GA, the assist against Spurs. You saw his goal against Wolves, the goal against Fulham at Cal. You know, you two know I'm honest, it was offside, but we'll take them ones every day. Do you know what I mean? And then his goal, albeit it's Barnsley, I'm not going to get too gassed, but it was still a nice finish. Do you know what I mean? But the GA's matching his performances now. And when you cost that amount of money, you have to get GA. You know me, Don. You know me, George. I'm not really a GA guy, but when you cost that money, you have to. You can't just keep saying, yeah, he looks pretty on the eye and that. You can't. You have to get the bread of it. But he has had an upturn in form. I do also believe because Slot has, look, I still don't want him there, but he has tweaked it slightly tactically. He's actually plays in their positions. He's not really doing the shoehorning thing too much. And I do feel like because he's packing the midfield, it can be a pro and con. Some games he's not going with Wirtz, some games he is and he isn't. But when he does pack the midfield, I feel like Wirtz has more runners around him. Do you know what I mean? Which is giving him the license to do more going forward. I feel like since Frimpong's been in the team, or when we're playing Salah, Gakpo and whatnot, where we're actually playing with, you could say, inverted forward. Sometimes he was even on the left, whatnot. It was kind of taken away from his game. But for me, Don, and I know you have the same view on Esteval, I now want Wirtz to have a brazy second half of the season because we can all admit the first half, it was poor, if we're being honest. It was poor. But the second half of the season, look, we're still in the Champions League. We're still in the FA Cup. Tough game against Brighton at Anfield. United fans, if you're watching, you'll know about that. But it'll be a tough game against Brighton. But Champions League can never write us off. I'm not saying we'll win it, but I think we can have a deep run in Champions League. And top four for me is going to be between, I think Newcastle will start to have a strong end to the season. For me, it's between 4 clubs: Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle, and United. But you know, Don, top 4 race is consistently inconsistent. We're going to lose games. You're going to lose games. United's going to lose games. And Newcastle will lose games. Do you know what I mean? Some people are saying Brentford are in it as well. But I think I remember when we were midday live and doing prediction, I actually had them to go down. But like, Keith Andrews done a very good job with them. But I do think in terms of their top 4-5 push, they will sort of peer off. I think the 4 clubs I named, for me, Villa have got third, innit? Like, even me, you know, midday live, and I was saying to you, look, we'll climb Villa. I deeped it. They're actually a good team, bro. I think they've got third. The top 3 will kind of stay out, in my opinion.
What, you think Villa are just going to keep winning more than like dropping points, bruv?
Because you know what I think they'll do, Don? Like, I think they're going to prioritize Europa League. I think they win Europa League, innit? But because everyone around them, because top 4 races are even look at last year's top 4 races of the season before that. Big up to all the time. Bro, teams are always losing in that, bro. Teams are always losing and dropping points. Like, I know we're unbeaten in 10, but you don't know it's kind of a facade. If you watch our games, we're not playing well. Do you know what I mean? We're not playing well at all. And we're like going to death with teams that are in relegation fights. Like Wolves, Spurs play better than us with 10 men and then even 9 men. Like, we're not actually playing well. But like I said, Slot had to steady the ship in some way, shape, or form. And to not lose in 10, and for me, the performance I was most impressed about. And look, I'm on a Chelsea channel now. I know these draws do feel like wins. That 0-0 draw against Arsenal, it was amazing because I thought we were going to get smoked. You lot knew my review. You lot knew my preview to that game. I thought we were getting smoked, bro. Like, I know
that game though, Romz, I'm telling you, bro. If you had fucking Trent in that game, you win it, bro. Frimpong got in.
Forget Trent. If we had Ekitike or Salah right, as a focal point that have better IQ than Frimpong, because Frimpong played well, but he was lacking that potency in the final third. I reckon we get a smash and grab, but anyway, we didn't. But I'll still gas that 0-0 was a win. I know Jay will probably laugh, but
nah, man, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. What's the word? I'm not going to shake your hand on that one. I'm not going to shake your hand on that one because people keep coming to me saying, "Oh, that 1-1, you were happy." I was fuming, bro.
I know you were fuming. I saw your match of reaction. I know you were fuming. But basically, what I'm saying to conclude the Wirtz stuff, I just want him to have a Brady ended and second half of the season. He has been underwhelming for me till about November. I think for people to say he's been dead for like the last 4 or 5 weeks, I'm still seeing some people have agendas. I'm still seeing people say the last 5 weeks he's not been the level he should have been. If you actually watch us, he actually has, bro. So for me, I think he has had an upturn in form. I want him to carry on getting GA. I think he gets GA at the weekend, Burnley at home. Look, this is typical Liverpool. I'm saying we should win this game, but would I be surprised if we draw 1-1? Because everyone thought we'd beat Sunderland, everyone thought we'd beat Leeds, and we drew at home to both them teams. So we should beat Burnley. But if I see a 1-1, I'm gonna be vexed, but I wouldn't be surprised because we're very hot and cold this season.
Are you putting him away?
No, it's at Anfield. Anfield,
yeah. You got it?
No. I'm not going this weekend. Still, I'm not going this weekend. But it reflects in our league table position how we've been up and down. But I think Wirtz will carry on this year. I think he'll probably bag or assist this weekend. Frimpong's in somewhat good form as well. Ekitike's back, obviously, as you saw against Barnsley. We should get the dub. But yeah, Wirtz, I wouldn't say he's arrived. For me, he can't fully arrive till it's consistent. We're seeing GA every game. That's when I'll say he's fully arrived. Now he needs to just continue it. But he has had an upturn in form, man. A long may continue.
Yeah, he's on the right path for you, yeah? George, how you feeling about Liverpool right now, man? Do you think, like, they're going to definitely get top 4, bro? Or do you feel like they need to do things this window, man? Because they've got Bradley out now, obviously. They've still got no Gahey. You know what I mean? Gahey looks like he's probably going to go City or maybe even Arsenal, blood. These greedy fuckers want him as well. Do you think that they're going to secure top 4?
George, after you land, I'm going to speak. I forgot about that, Don. After you say your piece, I'm going to jump in quickly.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I think George started lagging.
George, I think there's a lag.
Does it sound pattern?
I lag. I started lagging when you started talking. Am I back now?
Yeah,
you're back now. You're back.
Wait, before you land, because obviously man's been in this call for a few times. We've got Liverpool, we've got my Spurs guy, and we've got Chelsea top left. You're all in the mud, you get me? I've had to put up with bare shit from you, man, yeah? And you think I'm just gonna sit here and listen to all this nonsense about signings? Wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm full screen. Listen, Don, you can hold that, bro. Talking about Chelsea this, Esteban this, brother. Don, you keep all this copium. You know what's mad, yeah? I was on the phone to Don earlier. It's as if I was on an if phone call. All I could hear was if. I was thinking, brother, you beatboxing, brother. Like, what's getting on? There's hella ifs. Yeah, you can hold that, Don. You can full screen me, but hold that. Like, you man can go with it.
No, I hear it, bro. You see what I'm saying? This is all I've been hearing from this guy. You know?
Jermaine, I missed you.
I missed you, bro. I've been meaning to talk to you.
Jermaine's coming on stage straight crashings, and I don't blame him.
I'm telling you, we can't let.
After the last episode, we deserve this, innit? We crashed him differently.
We did,
but yeah, for Liverpool, me, like I've always said, even going into that game against Arsenal, like I was like, bro, everyone saying Arsenal are gonna win, Arsenal gonna do them in. They were just confused. Like people need to understand Liverpool is shit against the shit teams. But when it comes against playing against good sides, Liverpool know how to turn up. It's like what Arne Slot has said, innit? Like your perfect game is playing against a PSG, playing against an Arsenal, teams that are gonna open up, and give you the space to play. That's when you got that's what his football is made for. It's not made to play up against low blocks, direct counters, and that proper English style. He doesn't know how to face that. So I think Liverpool, for me, they're going to get top 4. They're going to continue to be up and down throughout the season. Like you said, at the back, it's just not good. Whether you look at Van Dijk, whether you look at Konate, they've got a messy situation there. And I didn't even know Van Dijk's contract is only a 1-year extension, is it? Or something.
Yeah.
So
it runs out 2027.
Yeah, next year. So I'm looking at, I'm like, we're going into this summer. You got no Konate because he's not signed a new contract. And then you need to replace Van Dijk. Liverpool are in a very scarce situation right now where people try to just look past it. It's like, nah, bro. At this point, you have to create a whole new back line because let's be real, Kirkers isn't really working. It's not like you're figuring out a whole new back line, and we don't really know what to expect going into next season. But right now, where you guys are at, everyone below you isn't good enough. Newcastle are good, but won't maintain consistency. Man United, I don't know how they're so high up, but they're shit. Chelsea, he said it, 1 win in 9. Madness. They ain't not going to challenge you. If you had Enzo, I actually would have said late because we saw a similar period between, I think, December, January. You had a poor period last season. Then you picked up some form. It was like March. You went on a run. You went on a long run.
Yeah.
If it was Enzo, I would have expected it to get better because we know what he brings. With this Rosinha, I don't know whether he's going to have a run. I don't see a run coming. He's still figuring a lot of things out. So I don't think Chelsea are going to be good enough. You guys are just going to be ahead of the rest because nobody's good enough to, challenge you for it. And like you said, with Aston Villa, I personally think you're going to overtake them. But that's because it's going to get to a point of when they're probably going to focus on Europa League. They'll start to drop points as well. They've been in the most amazing. They're like most informed team in Europe. I think 13 wins in 15 games. Like,
they can't carry on.
They can't carry it on. So I'm looking around. I think you guys are still going to secure third just because the way of the league and everyone else sort of focuses on everything. But yeah, you guys ain't that great, innit? Wirtz is doing his thing, finally getting the GA, because I agree with you. I actually think, like, as much as I've crashed him so many times, I've watched a few games like, oh, he's doing some good bits, but you're missing the goal. Because even when I watched Xavi, I watched Xavi in the Aston Villa game, and I know we'll probably get into that later, but like, if you can have a performance the way you did, but if you're not scoring goals, nobody cares. Nobody cares about what you've done if you're not scoring a goal and you're £60 million and upwards.
Do you know, even in October, November, when we basically lost that 6 games out of 7 and only Frankfurt was the only win, even in that batch of games, Wirtz was putting it on a plate for the likes of Gakpo, Ekitike, Salah and whatnot. And so it's like, cool, I know rivals are going to do he's not got assists in that, but it's like, if he's putting it on a plate for other players that are strikers and they're not scoring, cool, he's going to get slapped, but he's actually doing his bit. So I'm glad you actually said that. But something
Palmer was getting cooked for the same though last season, bro. He wasn't finishing, but he was creating at a mad rate, and guys weren't finishing it, bro.
Because but the things we all know that it's price tag, because if Wirtz costs 50-60 million, he's not getting half of this scrutiny. But it's the price tag that obviously you've had it, Don, you've obviously had it, Jermaine, with certain players, you've had it, George. It's natural that when a top 6 club sign someone for a lot of money and they're underperforming or not doing what they're expected to do, you're going to get spoken about every week. But you actually mentioned something, 2 key words, Don. I completely missed out because the question was mainly Wirtz. Transfer window. This is where I'm going to get pissed off because George is right. Our centre-back situation, I don't think people actually realize how bad it is. You've got an injury-prone Joe Gomez. Leone, who played 1 game, came into that game, albeit Southampton played well, ACL, right? Konate's not signing. Van Dijk's got a year left. Bro, I said, for me, we need to not just sign 1. We probably need 2 centre-backs. I'm not going to say both in this window, but 1 in this window and probably 1 in the summer. And I know my club, we're not going to sign no one this month. And I think it is gross negligence at the highest order, bro, because we're a Konate or Van Dijk injury away. Gomez will break down. I don't want to predict these things, but we just have to have it right. Like, you can't play 2-3 games in a row. I don't want to be seeing Gravenberch and Endo centre-back. You lot saw the season that Arsenal got, I think 23-24, where Arsenal and City went down to the wire. You saw when Gravenberch and Endo were centre-back, and we started losing games. Everton, Calvert-Lewin dunked on us. Where else did we go? I think we went West Ham and we lost. We started losing games towards. I think you lot beat. Actually, no. Sorry, that was last season, not Chelsea. But anyway,
we beat at home last season.
I mean, the season before that, Eze, that's it. Eze dunked on us. He started that run for Palace. That when we started playing like centre mids at centre back, and even the season where we had a centre back crisis on the clock, I don't like the Fabinos and Henderson being centre backs because you're taking them out of their best position. Do you know what I mean? But we need to go to the window this month. Will we? We won't. For me, we need look, because our objectives has changed now. It disgusts me to say we're in the top 4 race after spending 500 million, but the left wing thing, I can wait till the summer. Rio and Gakpo, that's enough that side to get top 4. You don't have to be good to get top 4. It'll probably even be top 5 because Villa will go far Europa League. I'm expecting probably Arsenal, City, and even ourselves, even yourself. Like, you never know if Champions League. English team will probably get quite far. Palace will probably get quite far in conference. So it will boost up the coefficient, right? But my thing is, we need a left winger, but we'll address that in the summer. But for me, what is key right now is to get in us, even if we just get in one centre back this window, that'll be enough just to kind of keep us sticking. But in January, put it like this: these 2 windows combined, we need 2 centre backs minimum.
Who do you want?
Three, maybe even 3.
Who do you want realistically? Obviously, Gahey. I know Gahey. You want him. You know.
For me, the dream is Schlotterbeck. The dream is Schlotterbeck, bro. And it's a player I've watched a few times at Dortmund. And again, it's profiles though, because Slot won't be here in the summer. I'll say from now, I think we're going to give him till the end of the season. I think we're actually going to wrap up Alonso by maybe April. I think the last. I think we will, because look, knows the club. Look, one thing I've talked about modern day football, they say you're only good as your last job. Let's be honest, bro. When you actually look at what he's done with Madrid, it's bad for Madrid standards. But if you look from the outside looking in,
5 games, bro. It's not even been bad. They just haven't given him a chance.
You know what? Yeah, like the other day was one of the few times where I felt sorry for the guy, bro. Like I looked at him, man did this to the team to come like,
and then Mbappe said, "Move in."
Yeah, Mbappe and Vinny said,
I was like, I looked at it, and the thing is, Xabi just looked at it and he just started walking towards them. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Why have you got to do him like that, man?
They undermined his authority. That's why I think him and his entourage said, because did he get sacked or did he just leave? I can't.
Apparently he left. They say he left, but it's probably one of those you have a meeting and he goes,
Mutual,
Bro, I read it. I read the whole, because you know when these things happen, Jules, the Athletic do like a deep dive in it. I read it, and they said basically, his team got home. They said his team got home. They felt really optimistic about the game, even though they lost, or preparing for that next few games or whatever. And then they got called into training. Yeah, they got called into training, and that's where he got told that you've been relieved of your duties. So he got sacked. He got sacked, bro.
My point is, Don, like what he did at Leverkusen, no other German team has any right to win in Germany. Like you shouldn't. Bayern should just be winning every year. So the fact that not only he won, he went unbeaten and won a league and cup double. He's got enough about him. I think Real Sociedad did a decent job as well. I think it was their B team, and he might have taken a few games for their first team. Like he's been doing his badges and whatnot. Alonso, for me, does have pedigree, and he knows our club. And there's 2 players that have one mainly in Wirtz that suffered the first half of the season, and a Frimpong who he's already worked with. And one thing about Slot and Alonso, they like technicians. One thing I'll say about my club, and I've wanted this for a long time, but you need balance. We've got a lot of technicians that in every department, we've got players that can actually ball, but it needs to mix with work rate and industry. And that's what I think we're lacking. For me, we've gone too far. We've gone too far to the right. Like we've got so many technicians, but we don't always. That's why you're seeing us a lot of games this season. Teams are just outrunning us and bullying us, bro. But I just feel like Alonso will come in, and these players are actually the players that he would like his profile. But a Schlotterbeck, for me, foot on the ball, kind of more of a like an elegant centre back, whatnot. But he can get gritty if need be. This injury-prone thing's a myth, by the way. He had one serious injury. Check his record since then.
I've been seeing one report for one centre back, and do you know I've been seeing links to Van de Ven. I can't even lie. What are you saying about that? You think
man. Hey, bring him to Chelsea, bro. Bring him to Chelsea.
Do you know what, George?
You'd never go Chelsea, but I'll be like, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool paid the money, Spurs would say.
And George,
why would they never go Chelsea, bro? If we actually came in for him seriously, why would they not?
We don't do business.
I don't want to do the Liverpool thing, but he's actually him and his family that love our club. So George makes a good point there. The only thing is, George, I'm happy you're not doing it. A lot of Spurs fans are doing copium. We're gonna extort Liverpool. I don't think people remember if we think you're worth the money. Van Dijk 75 million. Everyone said we paid too much for him. I can't lie. If Spurs said 80 million or 75 million for Van de Ven, I'm not gonna lie. With this regime, and you've seen it before, you've seen this with Edwards before with Van Dijk and whatnot. I genuinely believe we'll pay it because it's a centre back I've always liked, bro. Yeah, you already know George. Yeah, like sometimes you have a few social media moments where he's on the floor and whatnot, but he's a good centre back. We all know this. I'd love him at Liverpool, George, but my number one is Schlotterbeck. It's been my number one for a while. I would like Gahey, but if I'm being completely honest, I think he's Man City bound in the summer. I know there's been Arsenal links and whatnot, but for him, that just doesn't make sense. You're not going to get in ahead of Saliba and Gabriel realistically. Chelsea, I don't think sometimes in life you just want a new environment and that you don't want to go back to the ex. I don't think he'll go back to Chelsea. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think City's the club he wants to go to. But my centre-back options are, Diamonde from Sporting. I've been watching him in the AFCON as well. He looks decent. watch him a few games because when we were linked with Inacio, I was watching him alongside him, and I was like, hold on, everyone wants Inacio, but Diamante looks like the better centre back. But Schlotterbeck, Inacio, and Schlotterbeck, Diamante, and probably Van der Ven are my top three. But Don, we need at least two. No, in fact, not even two. We actually need 3 centre backs over the next 2 windows because Konate will leave. Van Dijk will only have a year left. Gomez, we're probably going to sell him and he's injury prone. And Leone, we don't know how he's going to come back from the ACL. And I can't lie, you lot probably don't even know these centre backs, but Amara Nallo and Lucky are other 2 deputy centre backs. They're not good.
You were saying, what did you say? Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms.
That's his name. Like, don't take the piss, but that's his name. They're not. You can just tell they're not Liverpool. They're not Liverpool standards. So yeah, I can't lie. I would get in 1 centre back this window and 2 in the summer.
Yeah.
But is that realistically going to happen? This window, it won't. We'll address it in the summer. And now you're getting briefed by all of our correspondents, James Pearce, Dave O'Cop and whatnot. Liverpool going to have a big summer. I'm tired of it, bro. Like, we need to act now. This is one thing I rate about the cities and whatnot. They're proactive. What? The minute City had a centre-back crisis, yeah, let's go to Gahey. The minute Savio gets injured, yeah, let's go for Semenyo. That's how big clubs could operate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep, 100%, bro. A big up HM. It says Romero would be the better option for Chelsea, bro. I disagree, man. I think left centre back is more crucial for us. Yeah, Cole is gone right now. Yeah, and then our backup is Badia Shield, bro. It's dark. You know what I mean? Badia Shield is either really good, like against Liverpool, or just horrible. There's no in between with that guy. Bro. But this is a problem, people. Now let me come to Jermaine, yeah, because you're looking at Romz right now. Romz is talking about he needs basically a whole new rebuild at the back. There's still certain positions that you're looking at. You're up front. You're in a rebuilding process. Man City are kind of similar as well because John Stones is leaving. Ake should be leaving this summer as well. That's what LB was saying. So Bernardo Silva, they're going to have to rebuild and stuff, right? Yeah. You're looking at the only team right now that are like sort of stable and just need to add a few things here and there. It's probably Arsenal, bro. You know what I mean? It's probably these, man.
That's worrying.
Yeah? It's probably these, man, because boy, the team that Pep built has gone. Yeah, all the KDBs and those sort of guys are gone. They're now in their next phase. Arsenal are in that phase of having Arteta's built squad, right? This is the best squad in the league for me, right? Top of the Champions League right now. Obviously, they've got a goal over Chelsea right now. Yeah, they're still in the FA Cup. They battered Portsmouth the other day. Jermaine was there as well. Big up Jermaine for traveling up there because that's not around the corner, blood, where we live. Yeah, and obviously the top of the league right now. You know what I mean? Happy days, Jermaine, man. How you feeling as an Arsenal fan right now? You went on top of the world, didn't it?
Yeah, nah. As I'm feeling, if I'm being honest, like even yesterday, I've been asking the question. People aren't really answering me, but I just want to know how many trophies we're actually going to win. Because a lot of us are saying, people are saying just win a trophy, get the one over the line. But I'm in the current position of how many are we going to win? The last time we came second, 3 times in a row, it was 1999, 2000, and 2001. After the 3P of second in 2002, we won the double. Now we've come second again 3 times in a row. We're now 2026. Finish the sentence for me, Don.
You gotta love the
Go on, tell us what you're winning then. Go on.
So at this current moment in time, it's looking like Newcastle aren't gonna overturn City. So we're gonna play City in the League Cup final.
Oh, you're in the final already. You're in the final already then, yeah?
Yeah. Yesterday confirmed that. And then obviously in the Premier League, we're looking like the favourites. I'm just hoping to get over the line. The FA Cup, so usually under Arteta in the FA Cup, apart from his first season when we won it, we always used to go out like in the first round or second round. Now we beat Portsmouth and we got Wigan at home. So I'm sitting there and thinking, like things are actually happening. But in Champions League, that's just to the side. Like I don't really think about the Champions League too much, but I do.
My nose is placed, no European pedigree, not even thinking about it. At least you know your level.
Yeah. Word to George. See, me and George, we can rap on this thing, bro. Word. But anyway,
Jermaine, do you think you could do a quad? Do you think you could do a quad?
No, quads don't happen, man. Who wins quads? But
yeah, I like that still because some Arsenal fans are. Why not? Let's go for it. They sounded like us a couple of years ago.
Quads don't happen.
Yeah, and then you lost. How many games you lost?
All you couple months ago, Rob,
and you know what it is? We've the last 4 semi-finals we've been in, we ain't even won a leg. I think Villarreal we drew and lost. Liverpool we didn't win a leg in the League Cup. Newcastle we didn't win a leg. and I think there was one other one, might have been
Man United.
Europa or something.
Man United.
Yeah, United there was something or
With the FA Cup,
but-
innit? United last season was
it was a different comp. But anyway, we ain't been winning. So yesterday was refreshing to win, man. Yesterday was easy. And you see, yesterday, yeah. So obviously we went 1-0 up, and then I couldn't find Don. No. Stop. Let me start this again. Yesterday now, Don's talking before halftime last week, yesterday, all of that stuff. And then when the game started now, 1-0 up, he's bare happy, getting gas saying, this watch second half. At 2-0, I think his phone broke, yeah? Couldn't find him. 2-1, he comes back, blah, 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 blah. 3-1, phone broken again. 3-2, he's back, blah, 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 blah. I've never met a man happy to lose games by 1 goal or happy to draw. Don, can you explain your happiness?
Jermaine, can I just say one thing? Yeah, at least you replied to, because Donald, bro, this day I'll never forget. When we went to the Carabao Cup final 2024, me and Don said we both agreed, regardless of the result, we'll link, not for long, but we'll just link after the game. When I tell you, when Van Dijk scored that header, I called Don. Beep, beep, beep. He texted me that, bro. I had to get out of there, man. I told you I'm on the train.
I told you I'm on the train. I picked up. I said I want to fucking.
You know what it is, yeah? Throughout my life, Arsenal playing Chelsea in school, it's rough. Man was in secondary school from like 08. It was rough. I'm not even to pay out the age or whatever, but it was rough. Listen, now playing Chelsea, it's like the Stamford Bridge. We paint it red and white, bro. Playing these, man, it's coming like banter, bro.
Do you know what, Jermaine?
Don, how can you allow this after all that money spent?
I heard Matisse say
it's just before you come in, Romz, yeah? Don, why is it even before the game, you was telling me Mudrik's better than Martinelli, Delap's better than Gyökeres. You told me Fofana's on the same level as Saliba. You also told me Reece James is the better right back. Cucurella is the better left back. You told me Sanchez and Raya is on the same level. You told me Caicedo's better than Rice. You told me all these things. Esteban's better than Saka. You go on and on and on. Why?
Wait, do you know what? Just before you come in, Don, do you know what's funny? Because he said, just when he was bringing you in, Jermaine, he was like, they've got the best squad in the league, I think. At the start of the season, you man had the best squad in the league.
I allowed him.
Wait, and by what Jermaine's saying, you're pretty much saying it now.
You were doing so well, Jules. You were doing so well. I've been consistent about their squad this season, bro. I literally predicted they finish above us. I said we're going to finish third. They're going to finish second. I put Liverpool first to win the league, bro. Yeah, and I said Arsenal have the best squad. I said Chelsea have the second best squad. That's what I said. Yeah, and for me, when I say second best squad, I'm talking about the amount of like for like options that we have, bro. Because our squads are deep. You know what I'm saying, bro? Look how many players we had out yesterday, Jules, and we're still able to fill out like a decent 11 to do something in that 11. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Right?
What do you mean? How many players you had out?
Bro, we had no Caicedo, we had no Reece James, we had no Delap who was going to start the game, we had no Cole Palmer, right? Delap's been playing all the past games, bro.
No, I thought Palmer, Caicedo, and James was missing. So you were missing 3 players, and we were missing the left back.
Was missing 4 starters, 4 players that were going to start. Delap was there, bro. Guy was never going to start.
Delap don't start like that.
Delap scored 1 goal all season, Don.
Hey, before this game, bro,
he's been playing better, man. He's been playing better.
You have to let go of the Delap stuff. Just put your hands up and say, look, I was wrong, people. He's not as good as I thought. Because you're still doing the
George, I think Goo should start over Delap. I think Goo's a little better than
I can't lie. When I was watching Goo yesterday, I felt like he was a bit strong.
Bro, you man, the thing is though, this is what I'm saying. The Delap I saw against Fulham and the Delap I saw against Man City is the Delap that I know and like, right? Not this Delap that I was seeing, failing to even bring the ball down. But I've already said it, bro. When guys were cooking him because his performances were shit, I said, bro, you man can cook him right now. I don't think we're going to see the best of Delap till the second half of the season, Romz, because I can understand that he's had an injury for 2 months. It's a hammy, bro. It's the biggest injury of his career. I'm going to give man time. Yeah, that's my take on him.
Quickly on Arsenal versus Chelsea, I see Matisse and he's spot on, yeah. You know what Arsenal are now doing to you lot is what you lot used to do to them. You see like the Drogba, Lampard, Chet, Terry days where there'll be a lot of them games where Arsenal are actually playing a bit better than you aesthetically, but you just get the job done. Drogba bangs in the brace or whatnot. They're now not even having to play that well against you lot, but just beating you, bro. When I didn't know this stat was real till I actually went and done my due diligence. When I saw, forget Emirates in what I'm about to say. when I saw Chelsea haven't beat Arsenal since 2018, that's 2 years away from a decade at home, bro. In 8 years, you can beat them. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, Rob, people don't care. The thing is, people don't care about the context, Rob. People don't care about
context. It's not happening.
No, there's no. You're at home. At least win 1 game. 8 years is mad.
I hear it. I get what you're saying.
Have you got an excuse for every game? Is that
people don't care about yeah, bro. Every time we play these guys, something always happens to our team. Did you know what's my review? Did you know what's my review? No, Romz.
The thing is, what Don's saying is that when he plays Arsenal, sometimes they get injuries, But Don, be honest, when we played you at the bridge, we didn't have centre backs. We had Mosquera and Hincapié centre back at the bridge,
and we got a red card in that game, bro. We should have fucking won that game.
That's your business, though.
I know it's our problem. That's my point.
My point is this. I'm saying 2018 to 2026. I'm saying in 8 years, you can't just beat them once at your gas. It's not even like we speak at Emirates. At your gas, bro.
I know, Romz. I know, bro. But I'm not gonna bore anyone with the context because it's disgusting. Yeah, because like Jermaine, bro, my childhood, I grew up on Drogba slaying Arsenal at the Emirates, at the bridge.
That's my point. But then I'll do.
You never, bro.
I know they're doing that to us, bro. But end of the day, bro,
you never done. You never grew up on Drogba. You grew up on Rio Coca. Don't start this in the chat. Remember, I know
Rio Coca. We talking about?
Are you trying to say your West Ham?
That's a Rio Coca.
It would make sense. Local club boy, innit? He just changed it.
It would actually make sense,
Hey, listen, this guy was doing tricks for a quid at West Ham.
Let me tell you something, Romz. Yeah, I remember when Palmer had his amazing season. We turned up to the Emirates. Yeah, with no Cole Palmer, no Gusto. Our two best players that season. Yeah, Enzo had a fucking hernia in that game as well, blood. Right. This season at the bridge, we played these man where they had a lot of players out. I'm thinking, yeah, finally we're gonna beat them. Caicedo gets himself sent off like an idiot, and we still look like the better team. Yeah, and then fucking this time round, all of a sudden Reece has a hip. You know what I'm saying? Hip replacement. You've got fucking Gusto injured, Palmer diarrhea. You know what I'm saying? All these guys are out again. Exactly. It's like every time. I texted Turkish here, and he even replied this morning laughing because on Big Six, when I went on Big Six, I said to him, I said, bro, he was like, oh, let's do a wager, for the game when we play each other next. I said, there's no way I'm doing a wager of you, man, until I see the lineups, right? Because every time it's time to face Arsenal, we always have something happening to our key players, right? Because think about it like this, Romz. If we played Arsenal right now with Caicedo, Palmer, Reece and that in the lineup, Gusto in the lineup, and they had no Declan Rice, they had no Saka, they had no Timber, and they're playing, I don't know, Marino up top. Bro, you'll be looking at Chelsea's team thinking, you might have to beat these man comfortably.
You're looking and think you're the favourites,
We're the favourites. These man yesterday were expecting to batter us. When I sent these guys the lineup, because the lineup got leaked before, and I showed them, right?
The lineup.
I showed you the lineup.
When I saw the lineup, the lineup was full. When I saw the lineup, I was thinking to myself, Arsenal win this by at least a 2-goal margin.
Chelsea's lineup weren't that bad.
Exactly. And that's where, for me, as an Arsenal fan right now, I'll be like, okay, I'm happy with the win, but I would still be a bit annoyed. I'll be like, bro, we didn't capitalize on them having Josh at right back. You know what I mean? Like, we had Waker on the bench. We had Guy who starting the game and that. Bro, we didn't have a lot of key players starting. We didn't have our captain.
We don't care, Don. Why would we be annoyed?
Because, bro, this was your chance to go to the Emirates and leave 2 goals up. We're still in the game.
No way, Don. You know why you can't flip the narrative? Because you haven't beaten them in 8 years. They don't care. Like, they beat you.
We don't care.
They're gonna beat you.
You're missing my point. You're missing my point.
I know your point here. You're saying because your team was basically depleted, they should have won by a bigger margin. I get that. Yeah. But my thing is though, and if roles were reversed, I reckon you would agree with this. With Arsenal, because it's a 2-legged affair, they just needed to get out of there with either a win or a draw. That's all they need. It's like, cool, Don, put yourself in Arsenal shoes. Let's say first leg was at the Emirates and you won or draw. You'll probably be saying before the game, just get me a win or a draw and we take them back to the bridge. So they're not going to... And the fact they got to dub and they've got a 1-goal advantage and then taking you back at a place where they've not lost all season, of course they're not going to care.
You've got to beat us by 2 goals at the Emirates.
You've got to beat them by 2 clear goals. You got to beat them by 2 clear goals.
We've got, listen, but the thing is though, this is what I said in my review yesterday, we have to score first. And let me read some of these super chats as well. Let me read some of these super chats as well, because we've got a few gooners in here. Big up US Gooners. It says US Gooners is in the chats and taking notes. Hey, big yourself up, bro, man. And then you got Frankie Lampard, the same equivalent. Timber, Rice, Zubimendi, Saka, and Gyökeres were out. Arsenal fans wouldn't mention it? Question mark. Our 3 best players were out, and we can't talk about context. Stop. It's so true, bro. I'm telling you, Romz, in my group chats with Chelsea fans, Jimmy predicted 4-0 Arsenal. Matisse had no hope. Yeah, Matisse had no hope whatsoever. These man were saying, yo, we have to batter them. I'm in group chats with these guys. One of my guys, Ziad, was saying, yeah, we have to batter these, man. Yeah. And then for the game to finish 3-2, bro. I'm sorry, as an Arsenal fan, I'll be happy with the W, but like, bro, these men are still in it. We should have finished them off. You know what I'm saying?
Don, I just speak to you. Big up Quest. I see Quest in the chat. Quest makes a good point. I think what me and Jermaine were saying, to win the tie, like within 180 minutes, you have to beat them by 2 clear goals. Just to take it to extra time, you have to just win the game. So if it's 2-1, 3-2, whatnot, you just have to win the game. But I don't know, man. It's looking, obviously, one thing I don't agree with, though, which Jermaine said, is the tie's done in it. I think it's Arsenal are the clear favourites to now go to the final, but football don't work like that, bro, because this is where I kind of hear where Don's coming from. If you'd had that 2-goal margin, it's like, it's looking long for Chelsea, but could you kind of like left the door slightly ajar in it.
Open,
and how do you let Garnacho with your strong defense bag not 1 but 2 goals?
2, bro.
Me. Come on, that's
2.
Yeah, but Kepa forgot what team he was on.
Saying he was a double agent.
and what I saw as well, I saw a stat. Yeah, only Doku and Esteval have completed 5 dribbles against Arsenal. Yeah. Esteval was making their defense look like an average defense, the way he was running through that team, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Timber's not a left back though.
Oh yeah, well you told us that he can play everywhere. Yeah,
your family can't do that now because your family say he can play left back, right back, centre back. I've been hearing it all season. He's multi.
Yeah, but he can though because that's why Esteval got handled yesterday. Still,
he got handled. Let me read this.
Let me read
this before we talk about Esteval. Hold on. Let me. Big up TJ. TJ says it's not every time you face Arsenal, it's every time you face reality. Let me see if there's any
big
more.
Big up TJ.
Big up TJ, man. Let's talk about Esteval then. Yeah, you're saying Esteval got handled.
Now you know what it is, yeah, because I know you're using that mouse to get up some clips or whatever you're doing. I can see your right hand. Keep that arm still, boy. But when it comes to Esteval, all right, cool. But with Esteval, cool, he went on a few decent runs. But you know what it is, yeah? Like I said to you as well, with Chelsea, I felt like whenever you guys got in good positions, you slow down your attack and you give us time to come back and recover and regroup. And against Arsenal, well, once we all get behind the ball, it's not happening, man. Yeah,
but the thing is, Jermaine, bro, first half, like I said to you in the group, yeah, I felt like, you know when you're watching boxing and the 2 boxers are kind of just jabbing? They're just jabbing, they're trying to work each other out and that, yeah? Bro, there's a couple times was getting in good positions to actually have some better end product. Pedro, there was one time, I don't know if you remember, Esteval is free on the right. All Pedro has to do is just find him in the space.
Yeah, just play him in. I remember that bit.
Yeah. The ball straight at fucking Trossard, bro. You know what I mean?
I think Zubimendi's back.
Was you there yesterday?
Pedro's a baller though.
No.
Pedro's a baller still. He was one of the good players at Chelsea. João Pedro, Esteval, and who else was there? I think Enzo done all right. But João Pedro, he's a baller.
Enzo was balling. Enzo in that deeper role, the deep line playmaking.
Yeah,
that is his
good.
best position.
Enzo's good.
Over 100 touches of the ball. That's the best of Enzo.
Do you know? In my opinion, yeah, if they didn't have Enzo yesterday, Chelsea don't score. He was just finding through balls for fun yesterday. Yeah, I can't.
But you know what it is, yeah? We talk about Chelsea as if they're West Ham, like they're meant to be good.
True. I agree with that. Still,
that's why I don't hesitate to say some of these men are ballers at Chelsea. But Don just doesn't
even when you rate some of these guys, like you're saying Pedro's good. I rate Pedro. I said I wanted him at my club before you even went.
I rate Pedro still.
But he's not good for what Chelsea need. Like you can't play him. If you're going to play him in a 10 and just have like a system that's working around him, he's going to be perfect. He'll probably be balling out. But if you want him to be your 9 and to be your goal scorer, he's not that guy. And that's the problem is Chelsea keep trying to think that he's the striker, goal scoring number 9 that's going to lead their line. He's not that player.
Even I got swindled, at Brighton when he got
swindled.
I'm seeing like 60% were penalty. Not to say he still needs to back penalties. Yeah. He's not really been that open play guy as such. But you know one player we're going to speak on? I respect your community, Don, and maybe you're going to speak on him. And again, I'm not going to twist your words because you've always said you wanted an upgrade. You just wouldn't swap him for certain keepers. But this is why you need an upgrade on Sanchez, because he'll have 2 or 3 good months, and then in the high octane games, the high magnitude games, He'll make mistakes. You let Gokre, you know that meme, shit guy finally scored. Sorry, Jermaine,
Yeah.
Gokre is dead, but
Right,
shit guy finally scored, bro. Like,
But
Nah,
you
but
know
the
what
thing-
it is,
the
yeah.
thing-
You
the
see,
thing is,
you
I
see
think
Kepa and
that's unfair.
Sanchez, yeah. But I feel like that with Kepa, innit? I think Don doesn't actually kind of get. You know, when you actually have a top goalkeeper, bro, you can feel it, bro. Pause. Why for that? You can feel it.
yeah,
Yo,
facts.
let me stop saying that. But with Kepa, yeah. You might even have to go on that ad break or something. But with Kepa, it's like when he's in goal, bro, corners, free kick, everything. I'm shook. Like
Sure,
he's
I
not
hear
even
it.
bad. Like he's actually a calm goalkeeper. But I actually feel like things could go against us here because he's not all that. And look at the goal you scored, bro. When the when the team scores and you don't know what happened, then you see the replay. You're thinking, bro, what's this
What's this
goalkeeper
guy
doing?
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, and you know
I
you
get
can't
it,
have
I get
that,
it.
bro. And with Raya might not be flipping the top goalkeepers of the world or the best ever goalkeeper, but we don't have these mistakes. And with
Right.
Sanchez, that goal which Gyökeres scored, bro, it's all his fault at the end of the
Jermaine,
day.
you
Yeah,
know
but
what
that's
I
the
was-
thing, though, Jermaine.
Yeah,
The
but you
thing
can't
is,
have that. How can you be a
I feel
top
like
side
people
and challenge if your goalkeeper's gonna every now and then he's gonna do that? Look at
That's
that
his
save
first
where he
major
stopped
mistake
it
of
from
the
being
season.
4-1. That was a mad save. That Marino shot at 3-1. That's a mad save. Because if he
Yeah.
doesn't save that, it's 4-1. But at
It's
the same
4-1.
time, you can't have that and him also making mistakes. You just
Yeah, but the
can't
thing
have
is,
it.
though, Jermaine, I feel like people are using this game to get off their overall agendas about Sanchez's reputation. Sanchez's reputation is going to take so long to completely change, right? Because even now, you lot say, "Oh, this why you need better."
Don, I opened up my segment by saying he's had 2 good 3 months. I did give him his praise.
Bro, he's been good. He's been good pretty much all season. Apart from that Man United sending off, yeah. Bro, a lot of games without Sanchez, we're losing by even more goals, right? So I have to give it to him. He's been our most improved player. But in this
I'll be
game,
real done. If you guys
the
signed
thing is-
Donnarumma, you'll be in a better place.
listen, let's not talk. Let's not go down that route, right? But
Yeah, we
Sanchez
did
in this
speak about
game,
that.
one thing about Sanchez, yeah, one thing that he's good at, because we even spoke about, ironically, we spoke about it with you, Jermaine. We said to you, me and Romz told you that one thing that you can't cook Sanchez about is his cross collection, right?
Yeah,
In this game, broski, that Gyökeres one, I'm sorry, even I don't know, bro. Even your little brother should be able to fucking save that. My nephew should be able to just save that.
That was
Just grab it.
embarrassing.
That was just an absolute blunder.
Quickly,
That is not reflective. That's not reflective of Sanchez usually from cross collecting. Usually from cross collecting, he's good. And then for the first goal, Romz, they didn't even show this angle. I watched another angle. Trossard pushed him, bro. He pushed him, yeah, and didn't allow him. That's why Sanchez did all that because he got pushed.
I'm gonna
I'm
have to pray again.
Yeah, email the FA.
Yeah.
Email the FA.
I have to cut now, but I need to pre that again because that's one thing I will say. Like I've seen Chelsea, like when it comes from corners and whatnot, he is quite demanding. He punches it out a lot. But you know what? Jermaine made a very top point because, and any Liverpool fans watching will relate to what I'm saying. Yeah, before we were blessed for 5-6 seasons to have Gallagher and Alisson because Gallagher was a number 2, but will be a number 1 for most teams. That's what you're seeing at Brentford now. Yeah. But bro, you're spot on, Jermaine, because you see, that's how I felt with Simon Mignolet. Like he was a decent shot stopper, but he had too many of them moments where it's gonna cost you. I remember Aston Villa. We played Aston Villa in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Yeah, I think the year you lot won it against Hull. It was time ago, about 10 years ago. We had Rodgers, yeah, and Mignolet was making blunders that game, and I'm just thinking to myself, we all knew we needed an upgrade. That's why Alisson and Gallagher, but mainly Alisson, was like a breath of fresh air. But you're spot on, like. Top, you know when you don't have a top keeper in goal, you just know, bro. Like I feel like it transmits to the rest of the team. Like it just makes the rest of the team a bit.
I even checked it earlier. Yeah, Donnarumma's got. People are saying about Donnarumma, bro. Donnarumma's got 3 mistakes directly leading to goals this season. Sanchez has 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Sanchez
When
has
you
1.
finally get a good goalkeeper, bro, and some good players, you're not gonna be on these spreadsheets anymore, bro. Big man thing. No, you won't be, bro. I'm not on them anymore. I used to be on them.
This is what
Random, I got a cut though. I do got. You lot.
Yeah,
Obviously, you don't know pit stop. I'm not really here till the end, but there's certain things. But big up George, big up Jermaine. You kill me every time, bro. We need to big up more. Big up, man. Big up the chat. You don't smash the lads. Big up, man.
We'll run this again. I feel like, listen, again, people are going to get their agendas off. I hear it. People are going to get their agendas off. I see fucking LB tweeting yesterday about, certain Chelsea fans were telling me Sanchez is better than Donnarumma. I'm like, how long is it taking you to fucking tweet this, bro? How long is it taking you? It's taking you till January of 2026, yeah? To fucking tweet it all season. The season started in August, Jords, right? That goes to show you, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm not saying Sanchez is the long-term answer because for me, bro, especially in this system, Pendas will suit it more. Yeah, and don't be surprised if he stays at the club next season because, bro, Rossinha knows him, innit? That's Rossinha's guy. You know what I'm trying to say? He literally plays like an additional centre back. You know what I mean? Sanchez can't do that. You know what I'm saying, bro? So we still need an upgrade long term, but this season, I have to be honest, he's improved. But yesterday, he was shit.
I'm just gonna say though, Don, you did tell me Jorgensen was gonna be the guy. You're like, so I won't. Don't be surprised if Jorgensen's gonna be starting soon. You were saying that last year as well. So,
hey, man,
one of your 7 goalkeepers, yeah, they might start next season. We hear it.
Yeah, man. Listen, I wanted Jorgensen to get a chance because Sanchez was thinking out the place, and when he didn't convince me, Jules, I said, "Yo, no problem. Put Sanchez back in the net." Yeah, but since Maresca's gone, Jorgensen's he's looking different. I can't even lie, bro. He's looking a bit different right now. You know what I mean? But what do you think, Jules, man? Do you think Chelsea can, turn it around? I know you said you didn't watch the game, but did you see any highlights of Esteval, what he was doing to Timber as well?
Nah, I didn't. And again, like, you man lost the game, so I don't think that would have been included in the highlights. I'm just gonna say,
you need to watch it, Jules. I'm gonna send it to you, bro. This Timber guy was getting fried, man. He was getting fried yesterday, mate.
Nah.
Do you think that we can turn it around if we've got our key players? Okay, let me ask you. Let me rephrase the question. How do Chelsea turn this around, bro?
Good question. Fuck me. It's at the Emirates, man. I'll be honest, you ain't got a chance. Like, we have to be real. Like, at the Emirates, Arsenal this season, far too solid. Don't really concede much chances. Don't concede goals. You guys are gonna have to have your best players back and available. They need to all be on point. You need to be rigid at the back. And the problem is, like, Arsenal don't attack that great, but when they catch you on counters, which they will against you, they can break you down, and they have the players to do that with a little bit of extra quality to put the balls into the box. And like Odegaard, they only need 3 or 4 passes to thread through and get from their side of the pitch to your box, from their box to your box. Sorry. So I don't see a solution of where you guys can beat them. I just don't see you guys turning around, especially if it was draw. I'd be like, cool, because you can go and get a 1-0, and like I say, if you get the first goal. Even if they come 1-1, like, you're still pretty confident, but you have to go and beat them by 2 goals? Obviously, yeah, you have to beat them by 2 goals.
We got to score and not concede, basically, to take it to pen.
George, to echo what you said, bro, like, I've seen better Arsenal teams, bro. Even offensively, bro. We're probably the 5th best offensively. There's probably 3-4 teams better offensively. But with Arsenal, we have a solid back 4, and obviously Vice is in front of it. So we have a solid defense and goalkeeper. And the attack, let's say it's the 3rd or 4th best, but we have depth in the attack. So we have a Havertz, a Jesus, a Gyökeres, a Marino, Saka, Madueke, Trossard, Martinelli, Eze, Odegaard. Like, there's about, in the second half, if games are long, we can change all of them. But the main thing with us is, bro, Don, like I keep saying to you, we will honestly do nothing, not concede, and score a set piece, bro. And it's actually not going to stop. So yeah, but that's when you're talking about the game at the Emirates, that's what I'm saying. I've accepted it. I've been bored of it myself, thinking what's going on, but it's too much now. You'll play for the Emirates, bro. You'll get optimism, and we will actually score a corner, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why it's very important for us to score first. Because one thing about these man, George, yeah, the Emirates on paper is a place they don't lose. You know what I mean? Everyone goes there, they don't pick up W's and that. Cool, bro. How many teams do you see go to the Emirates, Jules, yeah? And they just decide to camp in their half and not even go for the kill. They just sit there and they just expect to get them on a transition, right? And just allow them to keep attacking. You're never gonna beat Arsenal playing like that, bro. It's never gonna happen. You need to go to the Emirates and actually go and play. Because what happens when you go to the Emirates and play, especially in situations like this, and you score first, that crowd gets scared. Yeah. That's one thing about your fan base, Jermaine. I remember when you played Bayern Munich, you man was saying, yeah, we're going to batter Bayern Munich. They've got no fans at the Emirates. What happened, bro? Yeah? What happened in that game? When Bayern Munich were beating you guys, you went quiet in there. You man were quiet. They ended up they won that game at the Emirates, isn't it?
This is the one in the knockout stage last 2 seasons
Champions League, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. They won that game. They won that game.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, bro, if Chelsea, get that first goal, and we are, you know, we're playing brave football, we're keeping the ball, our key players are there, it will change the atmosphere in the Emirates. I don't see the
other way around.
Is Palmer even going to turn up? Why does Palmer?
Let's just paint it the other way, yeah. Because like I'm seeing all these guys, we just need to go and we could take it.
2-2.
For one, you're already defeated. If you're aiming on going there and getting a draw, you're already defeated. But on the other note, like Jermaine said, Arsenal can just keep the ball, play the slow game, because let's have it right. If there's any team that can keep possession, it's Arsenal. So they'll keep possession, keep doing the slow breakdown thing, win a couple corners, score from a corner. They go 1-0 up. The tie's over. That's how
we can score from corners too. We can score from corners too. We scored 2 against them this season. We scored 2 corners against them this season, bro. Right? We scored 1 yesterday, and the goal we scored at the bridge was a corner with 10 men. Right? So we can score corners too. It's not just you, man.
Don, you're gonna give yourself like high blood pressure.
I just find it funny. Yeah. And what I don't like, Jules, right, is the mentality in this fan base. I've been crashing this fan base, yeah, because I've been seeing so many people on social media, you know, people in my comments talking like the tie is done. And I'm like, bro, these are the sort of guys, Jules, yeah, in 2012, when we had no JT, we had no Ramirez in the final, no Raul Morales as well, yeah, was missing people through suspensions, through injuries. We had to put out fucking Ryan Bertrand, yeah, in that game. These are the sort of guys during that period, if those on socials, they'll be saying, yeah, we've got no chance, right? We went to the Allianz at Bayern's yard in the final, and we done the unbelievable, the unthinkable even. We won that game, yeah? Anything could happen, bro. Anything can happen. And let's not act as if Chelsea, hold on, Jermaine, before you come in. Let's not act as if Chelsea haven't got dangerous players that can do something, yeah? This is not the days of Broja, Gallagher, and Mason Mount up top against Newcastle. We have players that can hurt you. We've got players that can go into your team and help you win trophies same way, right? So that's why I'm saying we need these guys fit, but it's the mentality of the fucking of the fan base. We can't let fucking these players, yeah, look on social media and be seeing everyone down and out. Down and out. Oh yeah, we've lost. It's 1 goal, bro.
But on the Virgin thing, I do hope that it is competitive for you, because you are Chelsea faithful and you clearly are committed to the cause. Yesterday, you put up a tweet before the game saying that you guys should come straight into us and be on it from the off, and you was 1-0 down after 7 minutes. So I actually do hope that this game lasts longer for you, because, bro, the way you're talking now, if we score within 10 minutes, bro, you're going to hurt your heart, bro. Like, you're going to actually annoy yourself.
How about if we score within 10 minutes?
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully you get like some competitiveness out of this game, because, bro, you look like you just ran a 10K race right now. Like, you seem flustered.
Yeah, I seem flustered, yeah? You know, Arteta's yet to, you know, win a semi-final since he last won the FA Cup, innit? You know that?
Yeah, he beat you yesterday.
He beat you yesterday.
No, but I'm talking about go through.
He's not won a semi-final. You man with the first semi-final, he's won.
I'm talking about going through.
Don, you know what it is? I feel like you're slowly accepting it, bro. But Don, it's not what you think, bro.
I can never go online.
Every single summer, for like the last 4 summers, he says we all start on 0 points. He says, to confirm, is blah, blah, blah going to flop? Is this and that going to happen? Yes or no?
Yeah. I think Don's been around 3 seasons now. I've seen
he says all these things and it never goes his way. And before this League Cup game, he said, we'll see how Chelsea are in the title race before this League Cup tie. And obviously they're like 20 points behind and he's lost. So now he's saying that they need to score first. Bro. Please just stop, bro.
Don, do you know what I would like for once? It's just some acceptance. Like, you should know.
Yeah, Don, just stop, bro.
New manager, bro. You've got a new manager. Just be like, do you know what? This year's not our year, man. We got to write this off. Like,
no, fuck all that.
Yeah, we'll do the FA Cup, bro. Boy, you're not going to beat us at the Emirates.
I'm not gonna do that, Jules, because I'm a fighter. Yeah, I'm a fucking fighter, bro. You know what I mean? If these men were 2 goals up, 3 goals up, yeah, I would say, you know what? Cool, fairs. Like at the Emirates, it's gonna be difficult. Jules, it's 1 goal, right? And one thing I've noticed about Rosenior as well, even yesterday, bro, this guy was not trying to go back to a back 5. This guy was chucking attackers on, bro, trying to go for it, right? That is the mentality that we need to go with. The irony of people trying to call me delusional, right? These people they have the weakest mentality. They have the weakest mentality. I don't want these guys in the fan base, bro. Because end of the day, I have seen worse Chelsea teams recently. Yeah, this Chelsea team can go there and do something. The narrative has always been Chelsea do better against the bigger teams. I know we haven't beaten Arsenal, the Emirates in ages, right? But that's the narrative. Maresca's gone, cool. But end of the day, bro, Rafinha has enough to be doing something. He has enough to be doing something, bro. You know what I mean, man? Let's not act like we got man from fucking, you know, we just picked man up here from the corner shop and say, yo, do you want to manage Chelsea? Come on, bro. This guy knows, he clearly has a level of understanding of the game. Now it's all about getting that mentality into the players' heads, because it don't matter what quality we have on the pitch. If these men go with the mentality that we've lost, we won't win that game.
Yeah, but the thing is, Don, everything you keep changing what you're saying, because before you told me for Fafana this and that. And what's he doing for the Zubimendi goal? Stanking up the pitch. What's that about?
He's an important player, Jermaine, actually. He's an important
he weren't good in this game, but he was much better when we played you lot at the Bridge. That's one of the reasons why we even drew that game.
Wait, I swear this is his first game in like 4 games.
Fafana.
Yeah, because he's missed a couple, right? He's still been in and out.
He was ill.
Don't mean to speak on
so wait. So he went from being injured to now he was ill for a couple games. But this is the important player. When he came back, he didn't perform at the level you needed.
Yeah, but bro, fucking Rafinha played him as a central centre back, where this guy is not good in build up, right? He looked very uncomfortable. Second half, he got moved to right centre back, then he got moved to right back, and then he got taken off. He didn't have a good game. Like, I'll be honest. We
need to talk on Cucurella, bro, because you're quick to say Arsenal players aren't world class. How is Cucurella world class? What's world class about that?
Bro, he's been consistent for ages. I think he's dropped off a little bit. Like the past.
There's nothing world class. Consistent player doesn't mean he's world class.
Bro, defensively, that guy is touch tight, bro. You know, he always gives Saka problems. Even yesterday, even though he got booked, what did Saka do to him? What did Saka do to him?
You've done this the other week. Every time he gets booked, like if a player gets booked, that's his problem, you know. Don't sit here and make an excuse.
I know it's his problem. That's my point. That's my point, George. He got booked in the game in the first half, and Saka barely did anything to him, bro.
No. That's not true. Because 2 goals came from Cucurella's side.
The first one,
and I feel like that space came because he was on the card. I feel like that space came because he was on the card.
No. Jude, I'm so happy this guy even mentioned that second goal. Yeah?
I've seen that because it was a throw-in, innit? It was a quick throw-in, and Cucurella was chasing back. So
Jude, I will show you the video right now. In fact, I'll even send it to your WhatsApp. This Saka guy, yeah, I'm telling you, bro, because he's got God's child in his bio. They can't prosecute my man, bro. They can't prosecute my man, bro. He fouled Cucurella. He fouled him. It was a blatant foul.
When did he foul him?
Bro, before the fucking throw-in, he fouled him. He was on the floor. And then you quickly took the throw when Cucu wasn't back in his position on the floor after getting fouled. It doesn't get called. You end up scoring from it. Sanchez
he got back. He got back. He recovered.
Bro, he didn't get back. There was bare space because he was on the floor. And he tried to run back. Saka
for the Gyökeres goal.
For the Gyökeres goal. Saka played...
It's not true because Cucurella was literally eyeing him up. Then White came on the overlap.
Ben White came on the overlap and he had all the space in the world because Cucu was literally on the floor. He got fouled.
No, he wasn't. Cucurella was standing right next to Saka, jockeying him.
Bro, Saka fouled him. He fouled him. You know what I mean? He was on the floor. I don't understand how Hooper didn't call for that. I don't understand how Hooper didn't call for that. Bro, of course the goal hurt, bro. What do you mean? Of course the goal hurt. Of course it fucking
What did you do? Did you go on your phone and scroll?
But I just threw my phone to the side, bro, because I was writing notes. I just threw my phone to the side, bro. Because when that foul happened, yeah, I screamed. I said, yo, what's a fucking foul, bro? Then I literally saw that.
He had to type in Gyökeres goal 61st.
Bro, Gyökeres actually got 2 GA on our head top. And
Gyökeres 61st minute.
I know he done that shit as well.
Bro, I'm telling you, all my notes are here, right? But let me go back to the other comment. Someone said Chelsea haven't got any leaders. Bro, we've got Reece James, who's a leader. We've got Enzo, who is a leader, right? We've got fucking Cucurella, who leads, yeah? We've got Caicedo as well. When he's not fucking getting these red cards, he leads by example on the pitch. We've got players that can do something, bro. So let's not have this mentality. Let's not have this mentality of, that's it, the game's done. We're not going to do anything. Because I'm telling you, we're going to lose if we go in there like that.
When's the second leg? When is it?
Feb.
It's usually like I'd say 2 weeks, but it might be.
I want to move on from it. Don, you should move on from it too, bro. There's other games, fam.
Boy, you just better hope that you've got all your fucking key players fit, mate. Make sure Gabriel's dentures are still in his fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying, bro? Make sure that fucking, Rice doesn't pick up another knee injury, blood. Because yesterday, there was Rice even playing. Rice usually, when he plays against Chelsea, bro, I don't notice that guy. Was he even on the pitch?
Oh, no, my AirPod.
Was Rice on the pitch?
He got an assist in the
He
first
got an
half.
assist from a corner. He got an assist from a corner. Other than that, bro, I didn't see this guy imposing himself.
We want the home team, bro.
It doesn't matter. It's Declan Rice,
It
world-class
does.
Rice, the best midfielder in the world. You lot been saying
But
the
you
best
keep saying,
midfielder
what
in
did
the
we do?
world.
What did we do? Bro, we want the home team.
You lot said
What did
Declan
you
Rice
do?
is the best midfielder in the world, bro.
Huh?
You said Declan
Yeah,
Rice
but
is the best
them
midfielder in the
sort of
world.
comments with them sort of players, it's like temporarily, he's the best right now. But we all know he's not the best.
Nah, man, I'm sorry. Apart from that 5-0, yeah, when you battered us, Rice usually against Chelsea, I don't notice this guy in games. I didn't notice him last
I don't know, it's your team.
or at home. You know what I mean, bro?
You know you
Enzo-
ain't beat us in
Enzo
9
was
games and you keep
fucking that
analysing what we're doing. What do you want us to do then? What should we do?
Bro, what I'm saying is people need to realize, yeah, that Arsenal are not these scary dons. Yeah, take it to them and you can get something out of it. As simple as that.
Bro, that's like having George, that's like having a fight with someone. You keep losing and you keep saying, yeah, man, I got 1 black eye, not 2. Oh.
So that's it.
Next fight.
Bro, you know what it is? We all know them, man, innit? Like, he's gonna sit here and make an excuse. I'm just so glad that I'm not like I'm looking at Don right now. I'm like, bro, is this how I sound sometimes? Like, this is mad. Don's doing the super copium as to
I ain't doing no copium.
Do you know what it is? Because me and Don usually go like back to back when it comes to slamming it on Arsenal. Like, I'm there every single time, but right now I can't join in because Arsenal, like, let's be real, bro. You're trying to cook and say these things about half of their players, but like the players you're cooking are like Rice has been the best. Like I've said, I think Caicedo's a better player, but Rice has been the best centre mid in the league probably this season. Like across this season, you look at Timber. You're trying to. Timber's been the best right back in the league this season. I think Reece James is better than him. No, I think Reece James is better than him, bro. But Timber has been this season the best right back. Like so, what the players you're trying to cook from Arsenal, they're doing what the people are saying they're doing. You just don't want to give them that respect because you think
I'm not gonna.
Players are at a higher level, but they haven't been performing at a consistent level. That's the problem. Is a lot of your players are good in moments. Palmer's better than any attacker Arsenal have, but let's be real, he's not been turning it up enough. Caicedo is better than Rice, but he's not been turning it up enough. Reece James, unfortunately for him, his body breaks down on him, innit? His body breaks down on him, so he's not around enough. But like you've got players that are better than theirs, but they're not consistent. So ideally, it means nothing. Like it doesn't mean much. They're not consistent.
End of the day, like I said, we need all our players fit against these man. Have the mentality of we're gonna win the game, and we go from there. Right? I'm not scared. I'm not scared of these guys, bro. I've seen better teams than this Arsenal team, bro. Right? Man City, the Centurions, and that team that they had, even the team that Liverpool had with Klopp, right? These man, I'm sorry, I watched these man, and it's a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking disgrace, blood. Yeah. But let me read some of these super chats anyway. Let me read some of these super chats and see what the people are saying. Yeah. I saw one come in. Where is the US Gooners? US Gooners is here. It says, Don, you are right. I was a bit annoyed we didn't put you out when you were down. However, a win and a draw was still the agenda. Bro, that's what I said. You will take the W, but you're right, bro. At least you're being honest about it. Like, you would expect a lot of Arsenal fans were expecting to batter us before the game. It didn't happen.
Don, you know what it is? What yesterday taught me, yeah? Speaking about this, because it just reminded me of us not putting the game away with Marino, yeah? You know, even Marino is better than all this Andre Santos crap, but we don't even say it.
Bro, this guy is so shameless, you know. After the Man City game, he's like, yo, Andre Santos is cold, man. He's cold, man. You're bigging him up. Now all of a sudden,
and he says cold. It says the good player.
Yeah, so now you're cooking him again. No,
I'm saying these players that you ride to the top, even our squad players like Marino are better than them. Bro,
but you were rating
this is what I'm trying to say, Don, and I'm trying to get you to understand. No matter who's injured, that's happening, bro, we're better, bro. Like, why can't we be better than you?
You're confused.
Bro, we're better than you, though.
Bro, last week you told me that Andre Santos is a baller and you really like him. Now
the thing is, George, yeah, how can you come above a team every season, not lose to them every season? Does that not mean you're better?
Yeah, but that's the thing though, Jules. I sleep at night knowing that I've picked up glory 5 times since they last saw something.
You won the Conference League. I'm not in the Conference League. What, 5 times? In my Conference League. I'm not in the Conference League, bro. The last time you won a domestic trophy was 2017.
I was with you, Jermaine, but when it comes to trophies, you man can't, whether you're in the trophy or not, you've been in the Europa League, you didn't win it. You said it yourself. You man was in Europa League semi-finals and didn't even win a leg. Like, bro, you've been there, you haven't done anything. You can't like sit here and diss trophies or look down on trophies when you've been in the smaller ones and not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
Chelsea
done
don't
it.
win trophies either.
What you
Conference
talking
League.
about? We just won
It's
2 long
Conference League.
seasons,
We're
bro.
not. What trophies? When's the last time you won the FA Cup? Let's go through it. When's the last time you won the FA Cup?
Do that, Josh.
2018.
You just have
When's
to
the last
do
time you won the
that,
FA
bro.
Cup?
2018, bro.
When's the last time you won the Premier League?
When was the last time you won the Champions League?
We're going through the trophies.
When was the last time you won that in Europe?
When's the last time you won the FA Cup?
I just told you, 2018.
When's the last time you won the Premier League?
2017. When's the last time you won the
When's the
Premier
last time
League?
you won the League Cup?
When's the last time you won the Premier League, bro?
When's the last time you won the League Cup?
2015.
Exactly. Don't win the trophies. That's it.
When was the last time? Hold on. Let me ask you this.
That's it then. That's it.
When was the last time you won the
both
Premier
didn't
League?
win it. We
When
both
was the last
didn't
time
win
you
it.
won the Premier League, bro?
Yeah, we both win it. We're going to, and you're not.
No, this
Answer the
is
question.
madness.
Answer the question. You see,
Jermaine,
look,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not getting away with that.
Cool.
You've
To
done
solve
yourself.
the question, yeah.
Done yourself.
Let's put money on it, yeah. Who's gonna win the League Cup? Arsenal or Chelsea? £100. Yeah?
No, forget all of that. You asked me. This guy, no, Jules, this guy's
Let's
nasty.
just do that. Let's
Nah,
do
he's
that.
a crook.
That's the next
He's
trophy
actually a
available.
big guy recruit, you know.
£100.
Hey, Jermaine, let me ask you, Jermaine, bro. When did you last win the Premier League? Because you want to ask me a question. Let me ask you. When did you last win the Premier
Yeah,
League?
we're gonna win it next. We haven't won it recently either.
No, you
That's
got
what I'm
answer the
saying.
question.
You got to answer all these questions.
Answer
now.
the question. When did you last win the Premier League?
Invincible 2004, only club to ever do it.
And how old were you?
Why are you trying to do up government stuff for?
But everyone knows how old we are, bro. Everyone knows our age range. How old
How
were
does
you?
everyone know? Who's everyone?
How old were you, bro?
Why are you asking personal questions? We're talking about Chelsea and
He went
Arsenal.
in- he
Now
went
you're
in
asking about my
second-
age.
Alright,
Don't let
look,
me throw the chat
he went
something,
into
Jermaine,
listen. You don't say your age. He was in primary school because he said he was in secondary school in 2008. So he was definitely
Hey,
in primary school.
Hey,
He was young. He was young.
Jules,
That's what we
if I
know.
say something to the chat, yeah, yo, certain man might disown him in the chat. You as Gooners might disown this guy if I say a certain something. Jermaine knows what I'm talking about, right? Back in primary school, Jermaine was, wearing a certain top, which you shouldn't be wearing, you know? Yeah, I'll keep it as that. You know what I'm saying? When did you last win the League Cup, Jermaine?
1993.
1993, man.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I won the League Cup in 2015, broski. We was in uni, big man. Yeah, we was in uni at the time, bro. We were grown men. Yeah. When did you
I was
last
at
win the
uni
FA
in
Cup?
2015.
2015 was in uni. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh, actually, you joined. Yeah, after, innit? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're one of those guys that do college for 3 years, and I hear you because
No,
you're
I was playing
yeah.
football, bro. I was one of those guys that could do kick-ups. What was you doing? You went straight into education, bro. You didn't even no gas, no breaks.
This guy done 3 years.
Straight to the books.
You know them guys that are still doing GCSE maths in college. That's him. That was him, bro. You know what I'm saying, right? But anyway, Jermaine, don't ask me stupid questions about trophies. When you
Jules,
man have
don't think
more
what he's
picking them
saying
up.
is true, bro. Because
You man have more
it's a
picking
joke.
them up.
Don't think
There's
what
a
he's
whole
saying is true
generation.
about 3 years doing maths.
You are part of the
Ever mistake me
generation.
for anything like that.
Jermaine,
Your 3-letter name, bruv. But
You are part of the generation. Yeah, you are part of the. You are part of the generation that's only seen FA Cups. That's how dark it is for you, man. Yeah, all you've seen is
the most
FA Cup.
the most
You
in
need
the
to
UK,
relax.
bro.
You need
The
to
most in the
relax,
world.
bro.
Most
You need to
FA Cups
relax.
in the world.
Because at least with Chelsea, when we was up there competing with Man United, and Man United would win the Prem,
The
would
fucking
win other
old
trophies.
days. Am I even allowed to
Let
say
me finish.
George,
Let me finish, bro.
United and Chelsea fans, they're finished.
Let me finish, bro.
Them
Let me
big
finish.
Institutions. They used
You
to
man
run
talk a lot.
secondary school. They owned us in secondary school. They owned us at, but them two institutions are finished. Finished. Done. That's it.
Broski, listen, the thing is though, Jermaine, when Man United was winning the Prem, yeah, because you man like to you second again, ole, you man don't finish with nothing, bro. When United would win and would finish second,
Bet me £100 we finish with nothing.
We would
Bet me
win
£100 we
trophies
finish
with
with
it.
nothing. Bet me
would win
£100 we
trophies
finish
with
with
it.
nothing then. Bet
Yeah.
me £100 right now.
Bro, let me finish what I'm saying. Yeah. When Man United would win the Prem, would win something else with it, bro. Yeah. When Man City would win in the Prem, Klopp would win something else, bro. Your manager just there leaves with suit in his pockets, bro. Suit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dust in his pockets, bro. So make sure that you fucking win the Prem this season. Because I'm telling you, Jermaine, anyhow you bottle it again.
You
Bro.
was winning it.
Yeah. I didn't say I'm gonna win the Prem. I said we're gonna finish third.
You kept saying title race.
Does that mean we're gonna win it? I said we're gonna
So you
finish
just won the
third.
race.
Bro, you've been fucking up in the race.
You kept saying title race,
John
though.
just wants to be in the race to say he was in the race.
No.
He
So you
did.
didn't want to win it. You just wanted to race.
Yeah, he
Nah,
never
nah,
said he was going to win it.
we
He just
talking
said he
about-
was running around.
End of the day, Jules. Yeah, you can't win the league without being in the race. You know what I'm saying, bro? But I predicted us to finish third. You know what I mean? Let me read the super chat as well. It says, Don, how did you forget about Bayern, Atletico, and Villa this season? They stepped up and got slapped. Bro, Bayern Munich in that game, I don't know what the fuck Harry Kane was doing. This guy wasn't even playing up top, right? Villa, to be fair to them, the first half was all right, and obviously Onana came off and he completely changed the game. Atletico, very good performance. I'll give you that. That was a very good performance, to be fair, right? But yeah, listen, I think we can go there and do something in it. Personally, that's just my opinion. You ain't got to agree with it, bro. That's just my opinion, man. But let's move on to Gallagher, man. Let's move on to Gallagher, George. You know what I mean? Because hey, Jermaine, one thing that we agree on: this is a club that both of us just move to every time. You know what I mean? Home and away, we just move to them every single time. It's just business as usual. Yeah, George, talk to us, bro. Chat to us about Connor. There's bare guys in my fan base right now.
You know what I don't like, yeah, because he seems to forget that we were streaming when Connor
George, before you land, yeah, on the Gallagher segment, be easy on your opinion because Don likes him, innit? He called him.
No, I know. This is what I mean, though, Jermaine. He forgets that we were streaming when Gallagher was a Chelsea player. Bully. Gallagher, yeah? He'll sweep up any midfield. He cleans up. Box crasher, yeah? I remember all of this. So I know, like, what to expect. When it comes to Gallagher, Don rates him. As much as he knows he's a limited player, he does rate him. You liked him at Chelsea. Let's be like, that guy, bro. Endo's a Spanish Gallagher. Let's really have it. Like, he can pass better than him, but away from the passing, he doesn't do much better than the Gallagher. Like, I'll be real, he's not the player I wanted. I can understand why we've signed him because I think, like you were saying, Spurs fans saying, he's definitely better than Bentancur. Like, there's not a doubt about that. Bentancur is not the player he was 2 seasons ago. In Ange's first season,
I thought Bentancur was good.
Bro, a couple years ago, Bentancur was cold, bro. He could move the ball forward. And you can look at the stats. It actually shows, like, his game has shrunk to literally just be a ball winner at this point. So, like, we know with Bentancur, he'll bring us more than what Bentancur does. He's also, I think one of the key things people are missing out is that English homegrown quota. We currently can't fill out our full UEFA Champions League squad because we don't have enough homegrown players. We sold Johnson, so we had to bring in another homegrown player to even out.
Why did you sell Johnson?
Because a club was offering money, bro. He was, you know, he's extra, like, what do you call it?
Basically, he's never going to be that guy. Yeah. And a bid came in.
He's shit, man.
We knew, he was never going to be our first option. And he gets goals, but yeah, like I said, a bid come in, and it was a big enough bid for us to say, do you know what, making sense.
Well, 35 million.
35 million. And we signed him for 45. So technically, 10 million loss. We won a trophy during that time. It's not even a loss, bro. He was a top goal scorer during one of those years as well. It was a good, like, when you look at his time at Spurs, it was successful. As much as he was a shit player, it was a successful time for him. He had a couple decent years, but Gallagher comes into our team. I'm slightly worried, innit? I'm not going to lie, because we're now signing players where I'm looking at our midfield, and our biggest problem is not having nobody that can progress through the middle of the pitch. We've played 11 through balls all fucking season, bro. Like, that is a mad stat. It's crazy. We've played 11 through balls in 21 games.
And you think Gallagher's the answer for the through balls? You think Gallagher's the answer for that?
No, he's not. That's the problem. He's not. The thing is, he passes forward better than our other players, but he doesn't pass forward enough. His attempts is minor. Like, he's doing side shit half of the time. The only thing I like about him is he does pop up with goals. As much as people want to hate on him, he actually does pop up with goals, pops up with opportunities. I remember when I watched him a lot in his first 2 years when he was at West Brom and then Palace. Like, and that's what like. He was a proper player them times, getting on the ball, moving it forward. Just played with a bit more edge to his game.
Even Charlton, bro. Charlton's when he really, like, kind of started to make his name.
Yeah, like, he's a good player in it, but yeah, for me, it's just not what we needed. Like, I get why some Spurs fans like him. I get why Spurs fans don't like him. Like, me and Tobes and most of the Spurs boys have had chats about it. He's not what we needed. That's why we're frustrated. But if he's to be a replacement for, like, Bissouma and Bentancur, then I ain't got a problem with it. If he's just going to be another squad replacement long term for one of those, then he's good to add to our squad, isn't it? Like, he's those types of players that every team need. Everyone needs someone who's not has no injuries, who can always turn up. They're a dog. They can see out games. They can keep the ball ticking at times. But yeah, his technical ability actually is a concern. Because when I'm looking at my midfield and I'm going Paulinho and him in the pivot, we ain't got no build up. Like, you've got to play it over them, bro. You can't play through them, man. It's mad. It's mad.
Jules, you know
what's the gap between Spurs and Chelsea?
My belly just felt like I'm at full part, bro. You just gave me serious PTSD, you know. I'm thinking of Gallagher in the pivot again, yeah, with who's he playing in the pivot with, bro? Sometimes Enzo, sometimes Caicedo. Yo, that guy in the pivot, he doesn't like allow himself to get the ball right on the back foot so he can turn because he's scared. You know what I mean? He's scared to turn with the ball, bro. Gallagher in the pivot is just a hazard, bro. It's a hazard. He's a press trigger. He's so easy to press in the pivot, and like he just does this side to side football. Even you're saying about the goals that he pops up with, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, Gallagher's goal scoring is so overrated. I used to see that guy getting some big chances, similar to Jackson, and he'll just miss. Yeah. I used to say all the time, Gallagher shoots like his boots are too big. You know what I mean? No, your boots are too big, Jules. You're trying to play football, but the way you're trying to run on that, yeah. Even in the final against Liverpool, I'll never forget this chance. Palmer
I
against
remember, I remember that chance. Yeah.
I remember that one, innit?
Wow.
It was like the 84th minute in the game, I think, 83rd minute in the game. Palmer gives him a nice little one-on-one through on goal. Yeah, through on goal, and he decides to just kick it straight at Gallagher. He just slipped. He just fell. Right, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I saw this guy missing some criminal chances. Even in that same final, he missed in the box. Palmer created for him again. The ball just hit the post. Yeah, Gallagher's finishing is very overrated. It's just decent. That's about it.
Yeah. It's decent, but you know what it is? It's more than what we have because we don't have no goals from midfield right now. Like we look at Paulinho's giving us goals somehow, some way, man, scoring overhead kicks and them things. But away from that, we actually don't have in general players someone that can, arrive on the edge of the box, someone that's smart. We even lack leaders. Like his type of profile is just someone that we needed in our squad. So as much as I've been mad about the signing, as I've been thinking about and trying to see the positives, and in a Thomas Frank system, he makes sense. Like he makes sense for what Thomas Frank needs. Now, I've got a feeling that he's probably going to use him in the 10. I think Shabby's going to be shit, especially it's mad. But you got to see it like this, Don. We don't have a left winger right now. Now, I don't think that's going to be the long-term plan. But whilst we don't have a top left winger and our attack still isn't that good, I can see him using him in the 10, shifting Xavi out left and sort of operating more and giving the fullbacks more freedom to roam and making them tuck in and sort of, because I've seen a lot of the times we played Sarr in the 10, we played Bergvall in the 10, and those two have just been used as like just go and press, dogs, winning the ball back high. That's exactly what Gallagher will do. And I feel like if you play him in the 10, you can slap Archie in the 6 next to Paulinho. You've actually got someone who can still get on the ball and move it forward. That's the only positives I can see. But again, if he's in the 10, how creative are we going to be? We're not going to be that creative.
I'll be real, man. The Gallagher, Archie, all these names you're saying, it don't sound right. It don't sound right.
But I'm not sitting there saying that this is a solution. I've said my season's over, bro. I'm not hoping for much. This is just to get us through a couple games, Jermaine. Like, ultimately, Spurs aren't going to be fixed till, for one, we sign a deep line playmaker and we have Kulu and Madders back. To be fair, I'm starting to accept Kulu. I deeped what Kulu's injury is. This whole time I've been getting his injury wrong. He got a patella injury, bro. I don't even think he's coming back ever the same. That's the same injury that happened to R9, bro. His knees.
Why do you support Spurs?
He's been out for 9 months. I don't think he's coming back properly.
Jules, but why do you support Spurs?
What do you mean?
Like, why? You from North or like them sides?
Nah, I grew up local. I was Walthamstow. That was my local club.
Oh yeah, that's like it's local.
Yeah, man, he got forced into it. But let me answer this question before let me answer this comment, before I come to Jermaine because we're gonna finish up in a second, people. Make sure that you lot smash up the lights as well, people. Suski says Don's got all the negative things to say once players leave Chelsea, bro. Everyone knows how I feel about Gallagher. He's one of the guys that I wanted out of this bitch, right? I praised him when he, improved his form. I said he deserved the new contract and whatnot. That was fine. But I wanted him as a squad player, max. This thing of depending on him and playing him in the 10 and playing him in the pivot and,
that comment is true,
focusing on him. Bro, I didn't want that. I didn't want that for this guy. I wanted Gallagher. Hold on, Jermaine, yeah? I wanted Gallagher.
I don't think I can even
hold on.
What about Jackson?
Hold on, man. I wanted Gallagher to be used sparingly, yeah? And I know what you're about to say about Jackson as well. When Jackson was at Chelsea, I was frying him same way second half of last season.
No, he wasn't.
What about Madueke?
Last season, second half, I wasn't frying Jackson. You know how long I was cooking that guy for, bro?
What about Madueke?
He was the most improved player in the Premier League in the first half. You can't say those things and then say I was frying him.
In the first half of the season, he was cooking. Second half of the season,
the same about Dewsbury Hall as well. You've been calling Wirtz the German Dewsbury Hall, but when Dewsbury Hall was at Chelsea, you told me he had all the J in the Championship.
Nah, I'll be real. He does like he only says good things about him. I'll give Don that. He doesn't.
What about Madueke?
Madueke again. I sold my stocks on Madueke, bro. I wanted that guy to get the game time to show that he can develop. Bro, he got bare game time and he just legit stayed the same. He didn't improve. So I sold my stocks.
What question did you have?
Yeah.
I've got.
But anyway, people, Jermaine said that Spurs are better than Chelsea you know, at the start of the season. You still believe that, Jermaine? They're going to finish above us then, yeah? That's what you told me.
I remember that stream. It's dark.
Don't just look at me, bro. Answer the question, bro. Tottenham are going to finish above Chelsea. They're better than us, yeah?
You forgot we could see him blinking.
I'm trying to hold it and then press them then come off camera, bro. And don't fuck you. I can never read to swear. Shame on you for trying to do me like this. Man, them love.
This guy's a joke, man. This guy's a joke, man. How dare you try to say that Tottenham are better than us? They're going to finish above us. That was never happening.
Nah, let's be honest though. The only reason why Spurs haven't been nearly as good as you is injuries. You want to talk about the injuries? Let's have a real conversation. Spurs have had we've had more injuries than any other team. I see a stat, bro. Since the game where we played you, man, was it last season when we had all the injuries? That game, bro, we've been averaging 5 players on minimum out every single match, bro. Spurs have had a medical problem in whether it's our department, whether it's the training, I don't know, but we've been having these injuries issues for far too long, for the past year and a half now. Like, I'm looking at my team and I'm mad at Frank right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm cooking Frank as much as I can, but at the same time, I'm giving him some grace. I'm at the back of my head, I'm thinking I'm being a bit mad because he hasn't got half of the players, bro. No Kulu, no Madders, no Solanke half the time. We'd got Solanke back. Richarlison got injured same game. He's out for 7 weeks, bro. Like,
yeah, but he can still help the team better though. I think he can still. I get it. Like I've also said about the injuries, but Jules, man, some of the players he's had and how he's been setting up your team, bro, similar to Maresca. I don't like how Maresca is using our squad. Same thing as Frank, bro. I think Frank, the way he's been using your squad at times, it's been very questionable. So I don't even blame people that want him out, like Tobes. You want him out now as well.
I want him out. Yeah, I've been wanting him out since Newcastle game.
There we go. So you feel like he probably won't even improve with better players. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's where I'm at. I don't think it will improve because the patterns and systems aren't there. Naturally, obviously, if you have better players there, you have more Mavericks like Maddison and Kulusevski, we will score more goals. Like, that's only right. But the actual style of football, I don't think will get so much better. So, look, you're right with that. But at the same time, I do think last year, my thing is consistency. You remember last year, Andrew's the fault. Andrew's injuring all the players. This was what everyone was saying. They don't want to run this narrative now. And I'm just like, if we done it for Andrew, we got to keep the same thing.
Frank.
The same energy for Frank, bro. So I don't know whether it's Frank injuring the players, whatever it is, but we have an injury crisis and it can't be ignored. But no, we aren't better than you, man, innit? Like, right now, I didn't predict us to finish above you. I had us below you, man, at the start of the season. But
where do you think you're going to finish now then? To finish up?
Bro, put the 10th or 12th in the bag, bruv. Like, I'm being so real. If we have Frank, we're not getting above 10th. I'm not predicting us to finish in the top half of the table. What do
you think it's going to take to sack him this season? Because it's like it feels like Spurs want to give him time.
I don't know, bro. You see this Heitinger signing, and the only thing I can think, I heard when Romz was talking about Alonso, we're bringing him in, Slot on his way. Bro, bring Slot to Spurs, fam. I'll take Slot. I actually like Slot. I liked him when he was at Feyenoord. I think he's a good manager. Yeah, his football can be questionable, but I think, you know what it is? He's not ready to be at Liverpool with the expectations Liverpool come with. And at Spurs, I think he might actually be able to work. We'd give him more time to build. And we just got Heitinger. We brought in his assistant from last year. He's working with us now. that might be indicating that we're making a move from early. But away from that, I think Frank gets the season regardless. As much as I want him out, I think Spurs are at the point now. They're like, bro, if we sack him, there isn't really anyone out there. I heard Paratici didn't want him in and he tried to get Xavi, but the reason we didn't get Xavi is because Xavi wants too much money, which again, like, fuck, it's always a money thing with Spurs and our club. So I don't even know, like, right now, give him the season's over. You can give him the rest of the season anyway, because there's nothing for us to play for.
Yeah, 100%, bro. But let me show the people the top one more time before we finish up. You know what I mean? This is Jersey FC Soccer Shop, people. They sent me this top today. Yeah. So make sure that you go check them out. Don CFC at checkout, people. You can see that. I don't know what season this is for Real Madrid, but apparently they won the Champions League in it. I don't remember. But yeah, this kit's really nice. And then, like I said, you've got the PSG one here as well. You know what I mean, people, man? The quality is nice. It's nice, people, man. You know what I mean? So check them out, man. Don CFC at checkout. Let me put the little banner in here as well so people can actually go check them out. So they're right there. Don CFC at checkout. 20% off, people. Go get your tops. But Jules, man, love for your time. We'll definitely do another pit stop at some point. I'm trying to think of when we can next do it. Maybe in the next 2 weeks or so. Things are getting getting a bit busy again. But let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Yeah, man, Durag Diaries. I've actually got a show in an hour. I'm going to be going live, 45 minutes. I'm going to be doing a Let's Talk Football with Elijah. So we're going to have a little bit breakdown on Spurs, a bit of the problems, go into a bit more detail and, you know, a bit of Spurs therapy more than anything. I know I've not been mad consistent, but come over there, subscribe, and you'll see content, if not daily, at least a couple times a week, innit, man?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what time is it?
8:30.
8:30. Let me redirect to that show. In fact, I'll redirect to that show right now. Is it set up?
Yeah, all set up.
Let me. Where's Jules? Do-Right Diaries. People, I've redirected to Do-Right Diaries. Yeah, so make sure that you lot just leave your YouTube on, and then when Jules goes live, it will just take you straight there.
If not, just drop a like on the video, man. You don't have to stay there. Just drop a like on you. Just drop a like, drop a comment, and then dip out, do your thing. Come back when we're live. If you want to chat some shit, because obviously I know, man, I'm in there, Chelsea, Arsenal fans. You might want to come talk your shit. We can have some fun over there. But yeah, man.
Yep. 100% people, man. But listen, big up all the mods every time. Big up Pear. Matt, I see you in the chat as well, man. Big yourself up. I'll see you on Straight Facts. I know this guy's going to be in the chat, Straight Facts on Friday. That's going to be fucking war. You know, that place is just, it's a fucking shithole, ain't it? You know what I'm saying, bro? That place is going to be war, man. But big up the chat every single time. And love. Go show Jules some love, man. Bless.